Okay, I really feel I got something good to share here, a nugget here. First off, there's a lot that's just not worthy going into. The specifics of this is 180 reps of lunges, using the hat point targets, which are great, working on my USPSA skills. It's part of a bodybuilding workout, believe it or not. Ryan Humiston, it's good stuff. But here's the thing, what I really want to get into is the motivation side of this and getting better, like getting better at mechanics, okay? Because here's the thing, when I'm doing this, I'm doing these lunges. First off, bodybuilding wise, whatever, you have to connect with the muscle, you have to engage. But when you're doing this kind of volume, high volume, you're going to connect and engage like how you're supposed to. So you can be a little bit more mindless. I hate to say it, but I think that's a fairly accurate statement. Well, if I'm mindless and I can kill two birds with one stone, as far as my pistol craft, there's a lot I need to work on right now. Side note, these are the specifics. I'm doing a brand new grip. I'm changing my grip to a Vogel style grip from here to here. Just skip ahead if this means nothing to you. Instead of this engagement, I'm up here, and then I'm pinching right here, and then I'm having a Graffel-like scapularic pull, and I'm having a lot of chest squeeze for embedding, like Rodney May prescribes. So there's things I'm working on, and I got to work on all these, okay? I'll talk about that a little bit more. Okay, so I got to work on that. I got to work on my natural point of aim. That's aligning my chest, right? I got to work on my transitions. That's snapping the eyes, driving the gun. I got to work on my trigger control. Specifics in mastering pistol craft. I can do all those and do this particular workout. A lot of times I can't mix those because I'm just too dedicated to doing power clean, something like that. But this one, I can kill two birds with one stone very effectively. Here's some keys on that, all right? Motivation, okay? It comes down just to motivation. First off, the first fundamental motivating thing and practical thing is one doesn't compromise the other, all right? And there's just rare times where that works in life, where you can do one thing and you just go on autopilot more or less, and you can also be engaged in this, and that engagement here actually helps over here because you have that rationalized apathy and the pain in the muscles and everything else, right? Once you get the rhythm down and your injury prevention and knees and everything for, in this case, walking lunges, all right? That's the first thing. Second thing is these stupid little things. Like, of course, I definitely have my little Bose, earbuds, noise canceling, in this place appropriate where I can do it. Got my second iPhone here just to listen to the music, pound out Electric Light Orchestra to finish it off with. Don't let me down, okay, do it. So there's that component too, motivation. Next thing is counting and reps. I mean, here's the thing, you gotta have a counting system. I could just put a little piece of paracord, little piece of string and tie knots, ranger beads, stuff like that. That definitely works. Today I just happened to, in the thick gravel, I laid out, just slice in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2. So I basically had 12 sets of 15, and boom, that got me there, all right? But here's, you need a counting system, because you can't be engaged with a high volume thing like that. You can't be engaged with it, really what I call time dilate or time modulate, and be sucked into it and count at the same time, all right? We really only have so much neural capacity, so I don't see the benefit. Have a counting system, have some kind of a counting system. And the big thing too is for purposeful training is to break up the mechanics you're training and bring it into some excessive emphasis and not isolation, but I would say awareness and emphasis. And here's what I mean on that. This is where I'm gonna get specific. So in my new grip, I have 5 areas of muscular contraction, all right? This is, I don't want to go tutorializing here, but I'm super high, so I got to establish my grip. Instead of right here, I establish it up here, and I get my lower palm super high, and I'm actually over the gun. Vogel grip, search Robert Vogel, best shooter in the world, you know, yada, yada. Okay, so first thing I got to get chest squeeze. So I do the Rodney May like chest squeeze in the back, and it makes a firm bedding. So I'll do a rep where I'm emphasizing that chest squeeze, okay? I don't squeeze into the gun, I actually squeeze together on the palm, all right, to make a firm, consistent bedding. That's an emphasis, all right? Next point of emphasis for the next little rep of the lunge, I'll actually work on the C-clamp grip. Okay, learned by Larry Etch. Not a rope grip because of that, you know, this, but a C-clamp grip, all right? So I work on the C-clamp grip. So I'm still chest squeeze, I'm still doing all 5 of these contractions, but I'm just giving extra emphasis there because each one of these are mutually exclusive. I can screw up one of these because they're opposing forces and it doesn't affect the others. It's not like I'm pushing here and I have to push back here. That's an important element of the mechanics, okay? Hope this is useful. Okay, so I got the C-clamp grip. Then the next thing is a pinch, all right? Where I'm pinching the gun right here, just a little flanking, almost a rock climbing like pinch and an opposing on the trigger guard, all right? A little different than I've done before, all right? And I am using the thumb now to point because I have a surface to key off of. So I work on that. I really get a pinch, and boy, it really works to manage the gun and get proprioceptive feedback for alignment of the gun, okay? Okay, that's the third thing. So I'm squeezing, I'm this, and then, so that's my third rep. I'm just have a lot of emphasis there, okay? My next rep, I have a lot of emphasis on scapularic pull. Okay, this is more like Raphael has a neutral wrist and pulls, like a Weaver style, believe it or not. But I'm just kind of doing this thing and just having that same element of pulling, along with a certain elbow alignment lock, all right, so I can get my natural point of aim dialed in for my turret. My turret's not isosceles, it's kind of canted, has to be. Final one is the elbow roll, okay? Like Savigny teaches, just like really roll them, and other people too, but really, what I learned strongly from Dave is roll those elbows, and that kind of gets tight. Just enough so I don't want to lose contact down here, but instead of being like 50-50 all the way around, like a steady pressure, this kind of loses, maybe 10% pressure here, 90% in the upper rear quarter flank, like Seeklander says, like upper quarter flank pressure right here. Obviously I'm stealing this from everyone, right? So you got to give a lot of credit where credit's due on you know, bastardizing this grip together, playing with it. Point being on this, okay, I'm gonna mark that somehow, because that may mean nothing to a lot of people. But I am engaged like crazy doing this, like mentally engaged while doing the action. And I forget about the damn lunges and the pain because I'm so into just this grip establishment and muscular contraction. And you may have your own thing. You could be doing something totally different and a totally different thing. But that two birds with one stone is so strong for building the motivation and time management more than anything. As long as we have a counting system, we're engaged with it. We're not doing mechanics that are eroding. Could have another film to look at yourself, make sure you're not doing bad mechanics. And of course, I'm also working on snapping my eyes into transitions and some other things along the way too. A little longer than I wanted to be, a little more detailed than I wanted to be, but I think I'm excited about this video. The few whack jobs that watch this, God love you, man, okay? Like I really want to challenge you and motivate you to do something that you own and then you create or steal, better yet, right? And get better at, all right? And then, endorphins. All right, super, awesome, done. Okay, yep, I'm done here too, all right. Oh man, let's talk about this. This is worth talking about.